Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. This video is not made with the intention of hurting anybody's feelings. This video is made with the intention of bringing evidence to help some people see things that before this video could not see. That is, all countries, all wars had war crimes. There are some people, and I used to be one of them, who think that their country never committed a war crime. And it's impossible. Only the enemies commit war crimes. I made this statement many times during the Ukraine war that the Ukrainians committed war crimes and the Russians committed war crimes. There's footage over there available, for instance, with the Russians committing it and with the Ukrainians. And since people don't care about the Russians, I'm going to use the Ukrainians, those guys who shot those prisoners in the knees and then killing those guys face down, about 15 of them. Remember that one? If you don't, you can still find it. I think maybe on Twitter. I made videos on this. And when I said that, you know, if you go around the block a few times and you read a few things and maybe get involved in certain things, you understand that under the pressure of war, you're not, oh, let me see what the Geneva Convention says in this booklet. No, it's not like that. And I'm not going to go into that. The article that I have here is about the Australia's most decorated soldier losses war crimes case. That means this obviously comes from the enemy, Russia today. That's how you find out about the other side. When your enemies write articles about things that your guys do not write articles about. But these guys from here write about the Russians write about us. Therefore, we find the truth if we are allowed, and that's the key word, allowed, to look in what they say and then verify. Don't just believe it because it comes from the enemies or from friends. Always verify. Always be skeptical. Don't be crazy skeptical. All right? Not like that. Verify. Say, well, let me think about it. Let me verify first. And you look from every angle and use your logic, intelligence, and knowledge. So in this case, we have this decorated that we just find out now after what, 20 some years, that he committed war crimes. Surprise, surprise? No. I'm not using this to surprise certain people, but surprise other people, which if they think and if they start making justifications or bringing arguments for this guy's case, then I don't know, then you're lost. You're lost forever. So let's see. Let's read this little article. So this article comes from June 1st, 2023. Australia's most decorated soldier losses war crime cases. We all lose, my friends, when such a thing occurred. The victims lose, this guy lost, and we, humanity, we all together lose. So I'm not celebrating, I'm just trying to make people see things that they maybe did not see it before. A court has deemed that reporting on his alleged war crimes was sufficiently accurate. Therefore, he loses the little case, defamation case. So Australia's most decorated living soldier, Ben Robert Smith, lost a defamation case on Thursday against 3 newspapers. So he sued 3 newspapers that had accused him of committing war crimes while serving in his country's armed services in Afghanistan. So he sued them, and they say, the judge says, well, it's enough information, sufficient information to be accurate that you did it, sir. Now, in 2018, the Sydney Morning Herald, The Age and the Canberra Times reported that Robert Smith used an unacceptable level of force on several occasions between 2009 and 2012. So 12, 10, 15 years ago, right? Which included the killing of unarmed Afghan civilians and prisoners. And I'm quoting, "It's a day of justice for the brave men of the SAS, Special Air Service, who stood up and told the truth about who Ben Robert Smith is. A war criminal, a bully, and a liar," end quote, said investigative reporter Nick McKenzie, following the verdict, which was handed down by Justice Anthony Besanko. and I'm quoting, "Today is a day of some small justice for the Afghan victims of Ben Robert Smith." This guy right here. Robert Smith reportedly kicked a handcuffed man off a cliff before ordering the injured prisoner shot dead. The newspaper also alleged that he had ordered a young soldiers to kill an unarmed elderly Afghan man to, and I'm quoting, "blood the rookie," end quote. Justice Besanko found that the newspaper's accounts of 4 murder allegations against Robert Smith were accurate, based upon the civil case standard of the balance of probabilities. Another 2 claims of murder remained unproven. The verdict is, however, likely to make Robert Smith liable for substantial cost to the newspapers. The trial saw statements from more than 40 witnesses, including several current and former SAS soldiers. He claimed that witnesses who testified against him were peddling mistruths, and that some were soldiers envious of his achievements on the battlefield. Possible? In 2011, Robert Smith was awarded Australia's highest military accolade, the Victoria Cross, for his actions in fighting off a Taliban assault on his platoon. The Thursday verdict follows the 2020 release of the Brereton report, which detailed evidence that Australian armed forces had illegally killed at least 39 civilians and prisoners in Afghanistan between 2007 and 2013. I covered that in one of my videos. On Wednesday, Australia's Defence Forces Chief General Angus Campbell told Australian government figures in Canberra that he had been informed by Washington that the report might trigger the United States' Leahy law, which prohibits its armed forces from working closely with foreign military units found to have violated human rights. What's going to happen? Australia is not going to cooperate, or the United States is not going to cooperate with the United States of America? Australia was our ally until yesterday, until these guys brought this one up. And it's still going to be. I guarantee you that. For that, the United States send a communique outside. Yes, we have to under the Leahy law. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The submarines will be delivered to Australia. They will have nuclear-powered submarines. They will still be in Akus, Akubakumas, Bagubagubas. They will be in that little... they will be there. Do you think that is going to impede the relationship between the U.S. Armed Forces and the Australian Armed Forces? No, they're not. So, again, my friends, I feel sorry for the Afghanis. I feel sorry for this guy, Smith, for Australia. I feel sorry for us. But hey, this is what we are. And people who think that they are more virtuous and more fantastic than that guy over there, who might be a war criminal under all these accusations and revelations, they don't know how it is. I'm telling you, when you are under certain kind of circumstances, under stress, being afraid, being tired, seeing many things, you look different and you act different than you would act right here with a little cup of coffee or some wine with the lady of the night, doing all that. It's different, very much different. When you're hungry and you don't see any food around and see someone with food and you're starving, I guarantee you're not going to be civil about it. Why? Something else kicks in, something that is inside of us. Survival. And remember, sometimes you see friends dying, crimes committed, hear things, your girl broke up with you from Australia, you receive an email, and all these things. Maybe one of your family members died or some other things, and you're over there and you're supposed to care for an unknown person that a minute ago, shot at you or spit at you, or someone else that looks like this guy did it before, and you hate everything about being over there, hungry, dirty, with your pants full of shit and urine, cold and hungry and all that. You're gonna everybody slow down. The Geneva Convention says that, no, I'm not going to take any questions, man. Calm, relax, we have all the time in the, they're shooting, it's okay, we're okay. Oh, they have grenades, it's right. Hey, wait, we have a Geneva Convention summit here. You want to join us? Oh my God, do you think that's how it occurs? But anyway, what do I know? Here you have it, my friends. So, yes, we, as everybody else, committed things that we are not proud of. See how nicely I put it? I have to, because I'm on YouTube, otherwise I'm not that nice. I'm direct and truthful. Right now I have to be truthful, but be... if we want to communicate again. Yeah, stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.